allow me to lay the groundwork for this entire situation. As to why there's a Fizz top with flashing. I mean, not with flash. What? Of course he has flash. With ignite and electrocute. And there's the Tamp Kinch. Fizz wanted to go mid, but I said if set is available. And he was cool with it. Do you see set on the screen? Anywhere? Yeah. He decided to pick jungle for some reason.
Hello there, I am the Abyssal Drink with another ranked commentary video. I swear the words were in my head.
Fine.
And then they came out eventually. In today's video, it will be
Holy fuck, Ash, go get
me
him.
as Vel'Koz facing off against a Ziggs.
I'll kick his ass then.
Great start to the game.
I mean, I'll take some boots.
Enemy team invades, gets
boots.
absolutely wrecked by the set W,
Fuck it.
and Ash gets 2 kills,
Fuck it.
2 assists. Sen also gets some assists off of that,
Set.
and it's pretty good. Oh, 3 assists for the Ash. It's 202 for the Senna, and not Fizz, Ziggs flashes and has to TP back in the lane. If I was a better player, aka if I was better at farming, I could absolutely be in just the most prime position to decimate the Ziggs. But as you can see, I just went through 2 minion waves and only got 6.
Wow,
Oh my god, I'm so bad. At least I have a kill and 2 assists to make up for it.
Set W.
In this
exactly
game,
how we turned
it's kind of this game, like any
That's
game,
exactly what happened.
it's a little bit of a circus. A lot of dumb things happen on my part, yes, but also on some of my teammates' part. But let's not talk about that yet. Let's talk about instead this mid lane. So Vel'Koz versus Ziggs, it's pretty much a skill matchup since both of them are 100% skill shot reliant, and both of them can shove waves rather easily. I think Ziggs does it better. His Q is just so retardedly good. Yes, I'm using the word retarded. Leave me alone. Set has a pretty good advantage here coming in
Nice.
for the
Nocturne's
invade.
flash.
Nocturne flashing.
Nocturne is severely behind now.
It's really good for us. As for me, I do have Prio in the lane. It's an even trade on this. It seems like an even trade. Again, this is where I'm saying, like, if I was a better player, like if I CS better, this would be a lot more of a favorable position for me, because Vel'Koz has a lot more mana sustain thanks to his Q, so he can stay in lane for a lot longer than Ziggs can, and thanks to me having boots, I can dodge his skills a lot more easily. Like, if I didn't have boots there, I probably would have taken the hit. But the other thing is, because Ziggs doesn't have flash, he doesn't have TP, he has to play from behind, and I can basically force him to stay in this uncomfortable position, and it will allow me to capitalize on him not having teleport.
I do though.
So like right here would be pretty much a good place to back. Like, the thing that I should have done is shoving the wave as hard as I can, and then like TP while he has to deal with it. Nocturne ganks, but I'm able to walk away pretty easily. Yeah, him not having flash, meaning he can't get on top of me quick enough to get the fear off. So by the time he does, he's under tower.
Cute. Well, now we know where he is, though.
So, yeah. So my advantage is not all that much gold.
I'm going to do something I normally never do.
Maybe, I think.
And be a total asshole.
Don't mind the sound. It's just some my nail clippers. I fidget a lot, so it helps keep me a little bit concentrated. What was I even talking about? Fuck. Oh yeah, my TP advantage. I could have played it better, but I didn't. That's just more of a something that it's an advantage I don't normally have. So it's not something I'm normally used to playing with. Like I don't normally play around with it. So right now, I know to just follow the Ziggs, and even though my bot lane is pretty healthy, Ziggs is just still following. So pretty easy catch. I get a nice Q off, and I ult him away, and I get a stack out of it. It kind of wouldn't be worth. I mean, yeah, I do chunk him out, but Ziggs' safety with his farming is pretty good. Like unless I was absolutely perfect with my Q, then if I was absolutely perfect with my Q, then it would be fine. But since I'm not, it's not. Also, he's just gonna end up backing away anyway. So getting the stack is the most important thing out of it. I could have gotten that cannon. Biggest thing, kind of just wanted to delay the fizz as much. Fizz? Why? Oh, whenever there's a fizz in the game, I feel like I'm fighting him just the entire time, which in a way I was. But I was delaying the Ziggs, not the fish, the Ziggs. So right now, the game state is rather good for us as long as we just keep playing like we are. It's fine. Bot lane is doing very well, especially with the enemy diving them recklessly. I should not have stepped up the tower. Ziggs could, you know, kill the back wave, and then satchel me into tower, and would force me to flash. Luckily, he didn't do that. But I think... Is this the moment? Yep. But it doesn't matter, because I'm getting ganked by a goddamn Nocturne. And I get double ulti. All I get out of it is Nocturne's flash.
Oh no.
Can you guess how many times this is gonna happen? You get a cookie if you do. Here's Senna's making a mistake. She's walking into the river without her ADC, and she has no flash to chase after a Nocturne, and there's no way she's actually going to get a kill on the Nocturne. So she's giving over a 500 gold shutdown to Tristana for no reason.
Why was she up so far in the jungle, though?
Absolutely no reason. Here, I just ult. The better thing to do would be a nice little trick on Vel'Koz is to throw out your Q, and Ziggs being annoying over the wall. The trick is you throw out your Q at an angle and you ult them. So this is my goof.
Why the fuck was he...
Well, actually, wait. it kind of is my goof, and at the same rate, it isn't. Okay.
Okay,
I had
that
no
was just-
knowledge
why?
of
I don't
him roaming down.
even
It's not even like he
understand
ulted, I
why
think.
he was roaming down.
I think he just walked down, and I'm more concerned with what
okay.
just happened in my lane.
That was just so
Um,
weird.
Should I have paid attention to the fact that Kench was not
That was just so weird. I don't
top
even-
side? Should I
I
have
don't know.
taken in the possibility that he could have ganked? Yes, but at the same rate, you don't often see a top laner roaming down.
I
It
just
does
wasn't
happen,
expecting
but
that roam to be
normally
happening.
you'd think it'd be
Why
more of
would I?
for a river type of
Okay.
incident.
Just because of that? Popping that right there.
So yeah, if I had instead tried to throw out my Q and then ult him to slow him, another Nocturne gank, kind of nothing I could do about that.
So
Um,
that's what's going to happen. Okay.
The only way to deal with a Nocturne gank potential
every
is
time.
you have to ward deep into the
Jesus fuck.
corners of the mid lane, specifically the jungle entrance
Oh, come on, bot lane.
for
Let's
the
not
river.
start losing.
and the kind of now the entrance on the right side. I can't, the way I do the voiceover recording doesn't let me point things out because you can't see my cursor, but you know the top, and you know what, screw it, doesn't matter. You have to ward pretty distant to deal with a Nocturne, and that requires your jungler to help you out there.
Holy fuck.
There's shit going on in bot lane. There's a lot of shit going on in bot lane right now. Bot lane just seems to be
Like,
the
I could
epicenter
TP in,
for
but I kinda don't
absolute
want to.
shit.
Like, I'm just gonna do this.
It's more worth going for turret plates,
Also, like, fuck me, dude.
and the reason there
Wow.
is I don't want to be
Yeah, we have to kind of take this.
TPing for nothing.
You cannot
I'm gonna
let
say
them
it in the
have
background
That would be
eventually.
bad.
But I don't want to end up TPing in a situation where my teammates can actually walk away just fine. Sometimes you can't tell, but it's just something to keep in the back. Like, can my team actually walk away from this if they actually play it right? Because if I TP and they could have just walked away, the enemy team is also going to walk away, because it's not like I'm going to be going for a deep flank TP. So if I'm using my TP, it's got to be for something where it's like I need to be there in order for things to go well. If I don't use it for any other reason, then yeah, it's just bad. Here, I want to kill the Kench. I think it's a free kill.
Excuse me.
And I really wish Set was here with me,
Kind of wish he'd stay.
because I am a winner. A fucking winner. If Set was with me to attack
Please kill
the Kench, Nocturne wouldn't have been able to just
How did
ult
I
on
not
top of
kill
me
the Kench?
for absolute free there. Now Nocturne does die,
Okay.
and I know
I'll
I'm
take
complaining
that.
about Kench not dying in the background. Obviously, yes, he has a shield, and he has some magic resistance with his boots. I still think his fat ass should have
I am
dropped
just
dead.
getting ulted by this Nocturne every fucking time.
Sashimi?
It's so insane.
Probably
I'm gonna have to
not.
play the fucking Zhong is.
You know, some charred catfish that would make Gordon Ramsay bitch slap you into the next century,
Hey, but my
if
farm.
you even dare try to serve it out of his kitchen. So that's just something that would have been a little bit better if Set was with me. Yeah, the Nocturne dies. Great. I don't get an assist out of it. So it's kind of whatever. So here, another situation where...
Hey, I have TP. Either I go or I don't.
Yeah. Either I go or I don't. One reason why I don't want to go in
I
is...
just don't want to TP and it's not going to mean anything. I know he's there. I see him.
Reason why I don't... Another reason is my teammates, they're just already super low. Like, they have no HP anyway. So... When I'm not saying, like, oh, they have no HP, so I should just leave them to die. No, it's like, they're safe under the tower for now. But if I TP'd in, it would be because I'm trying to be aggressive and not defensive. Here is a purely defensive TP, simply because it's a 4-man. I think if it was a 3-man, it'd be a little bit more easy to alleviate, and I wouldn't need the TP. But with it being a 4-man, I'm like, okay, that's kind of where I'm like, yeah, I need to be TPing in. But yeah, I don't want to, because I was thinking of just doing it aggressively, because my team is safe as long as they play safe. And they were playing safe. They didn't die, that's for sure. I'm rambling on about this too much. God damn it. Anyway, the whole team's here except for the fish. Easy kill onto Nocturne. He was like no HP anyway. So here, we pretty much just have to give up tower. Team doesn't have HP at all. Narrowly avoid the thresh hook. And just be safe. Nope. Deny him the scrying orb. That's what it's called. And okay, Cloud Drake. So obviously we don't want them having it. I know I said this earlier in the background. And it shouldn't be too much of a hard explanation. I
can't really back off.
Cloud Drakes means a lot more safety for Trist, as she can just keep knocking Set and Fizz back over and over again. Here's a nice catch onto the Ziggs. Very nice. Doesn't equate to anything, but you know. But Tristana can keep knocking us back. Ziggs constantly being able to use his ult all the time. He doesn't have to use it purely in combat. He can use it also just to clear out waves from the most safest distance possible. And then you also have Nocturne, who could just always be looking for picks, even more so. There's a nice little kill on the Thresh. Don't mind me. I'm just sitting up. So the reason the Ziggs catch is pretty good. It forces him out pretty early into the fight, making him have to play super far back. But we kind of end up pushing a little bit too far into them, which causes Set to die first, and then the Fizz afterwards, and then eventually the Ashe.
I'm gonna need a
but the Tristana also got chunked down.
I'm gonna need
I don't believe she died. I have a very bad memory. Okay. She probably died. She could have died. She might not have. Whatever. Point is, she wasn't there. I finished off the Thresh, which is very nice, very nice. And then we get Nocturne pretty low. Senna is definitely strong. Fighting with her being able to kite back is very important. Here, Tristana's suicide bombers. Super hard. Fizz is very low, and he's just going to die to Ziggs. There's an ult from this set, and my goal in these fights isn't to hit the priority targets.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, my dudes.
And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm probably the biggest tank buster on the team.
Woof.
Simply because of my
Probably
true
one.
damage.
Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. Let's keep
Nothing
it up.
that no item
Well, so
built
weird.
by Thresh
I don't know why Tristan
or
just started
Kench
jumping
is
like
going
that.
to ever
Guess he
negate
felt like being suicidal.
Vel'Koz's ultimate when he triggers his
Kinda
passive.
fun.
So,
So I'm just gonna
instead of
back
looking
off
for the
because
squishies
it's probably ult me.
and
And there he is.
ending up really close to Kench and Thresh, who will easily... Well, Thresh will be the one who can displace me. Kench,
Back.
on the other
Good
hand,
vision,
will just kill me.
obviously. I didn't.
Trying to
You
escape
know,
him,
that was a
as
good reason
you've
to
seen
fly
multiple
back.
times, is a pain in the ass. And it's not the easiest thing to do.
I need
So the best thing for me to do in
stopwatch.
team fights is just sit back and
Zhonya's.
just get poke out so I can trigger my passive on them. If I can get a priority target, great.
Under
But
tower,
otherwise, I'm
under tower,
mostly
under tower.
mostly
Hello.
looking at
Oh, Set's dying.
um,
Set is dead.
the tanks. Here, what the hell am I doing? Yeah, that was dumb.
What the fuck? Okay, that was all me and my bad movement.
I
That
I
was
won.
just me being really bad.
shouldn't have walked up in the first place. But two, trying to place a ward and then my movement.
Also, I was on the edge of his ult and I
Trying
still
to place
took
the
400
ward.
damage. Jeez.
I wasn't close enough when I tried to do when I tried to cancel my movement or whatever the fuck. I was trying to place the ward,
Yeah, you can't.
but I
leave.
moved before I could
Cortana
place it.
clearly
Okay,
doesn't
leave me
want to
alone.
group up, so you
Just
can't
leave me
her
alone. So we lose mid tower for that,
I don't know why you're coming mid.
and
up top.
that tower still would have fell.
We're just like giving.
Not much I can do
I'm
about that one.
fucking-
Don't mind me.
I'm a
I'm
lower
just
level than the
tired. I have
support.
insomnia. I don't
Like, I need
sleep
solo
correctly. It's not fun. I hate the sunlight, so I'm always up at nighttime. That's how I get
No.
out so many recordings. By get out so many, just have so many available. That doesn't have anything to do with it. It just... Shut up. I was trying to make a joke, but it failed. Like my life.
Okay, I'll just go top. It's fine. My voice isn't dying on me at all.
So, something to point out. My level
You okay?
and Senna's level. I am down a level in comparison. Vel'Koz,
But I have this very bad.
if I'm in a position like here where I can be close to my own tower, then yes, I'm fine.
It would help if I actually landed my abilities.
I don't want to be. I obviously would not want to be in a long lane, like
Oh, wait,
halfway
I know
up a
where
long
Nocturne is
lane,
now. It's cool.
because of the potential
need to
Nocturne
know where he
gank
was.
being run down by the Kench. Fucking Tristana. I thought it was a Draven. I'm like, nope, that was the last game that I played.
Why are you here
Um,
now? Can I get some solo XP, man?
Yeah.
I'm the lowest level on the team.
And I have
The
just
support
the
is a higher level
least
than
farm.
both the ADC and
Not
the mid laner.
including the support
That
either.
is just insane, dude.
I could really
That's
use
not a
some
good.
solo XP. It's just helpful if, you know, your mid laner. Like if someone's already in a solo lane Especially if they have TP. If they're already in a
I'm
soul
making my way
lane,
downtown.
letting them
Flying
have
fast.
that XP is just
Ooh,
much
they're gonna be
more
able to
beneficial
set up?
than
Unless they just want to be bothered with not setting
you
up.
going off and taking
something they
over
can
the
do as
lane
well.
and showing up. Like, well, you show up,
Nope.
and so the
Keep
their
going.
options are to either share XP
Yep.
or have to go somewhere else when every
knew that
other
was
lane
gonna
is probably
happen,
already
but,
pushed up.
You know. Fuck.
Yeah, I got caught by Trist.
He's on it.
It was just a matter of vision. Didn't know where she
I
was.
knew that was gonna happen, but still, fuck me, dude.
And yeah, I had a slight
Fuck me, dude.
suspicion that she was there. Should I have trusted in it?
Stopwatch. Actually, better yet. I'm not
Well,
using
it
the
results in her death, so I don't think it's the end of the world.
What's it called again? Oh, I got it.
At least it shouldn't be. Because the fights, I don't know. Set takes some questionable fights here and there, and it's not questionable in the sense
Got 'em.
that, like, oh, why
Let's
did
go,
you
let's go,
engage
let's go.
right then and there? It's more like, why the fuck are you on the other half of the map, fighting for people, willingly?
Wait, what?
That's just kind of how it is. He does quite
there's
a
no point.
then
There's no point. There's no point.
that's me talking to myself. Don't touch Thresh. Why bother? Stretching. I'm trying to be more relaxed. Not in this video. It's like way more down the line. Oh, screw the whatever the fuck I was about to do. Let's talk about this quest here. Sentinels of Light do not fear the dark. This is a quest that shows up when Senna and Thresh are on opposite teams, and apparently there's also a Lucian versus Thresh. And it's just like the Thrill of the Hunt, Rengar versus Kha'Zix type thing. And it's very specific that I say Rengar versus Kha'Zix and not like Ashe, Lissandra, or Ashe, Sejuani, you know, any of the three Freljord sisters, queens, whatever. Very important because that quest line results in just a fucking ice crown that no one even gives two shits about. Like, oh yay, they have a crown of ice above their head. Who cares? This quest, on the other hand, actually comes in the form of stats. And what are stats? Gold.
I mean, it makes sense that they would do something like this, but
So, let's talk about how stupid it is that Thresh just gets the better end of this quest.
what am I doing?
So, Thresh gains for himself, if he gets within 3 seconds of a Senna takedown, he will gain 40 attack damage,
Yay, I got it.
50 attack range, and 30% critical strike.
Get my Iron Guard.
Senna, on the other hand, only gains 30 AP and 30 armor. Now, you don't need to be a genius to know that
Yeah, I
Senna's
don't know.
getting bullshitted
Ziggs has
here.
3 items.
Why is Senna getting bullshitted here? 30 armor is 2 cloth armors. That's only 600 gold. It's not really all that much. And then 30 ability power
Jeez,
is
this lasts for so long.
not even 2 amp tomes. It's an amp tome and a half. Because an amp tome is worth 20 AP. Senna's gold cost amount comes to 1,252.5 gold. That's how much
I hit something.
gold
Don't
worth
know
her
what
stats are. But Thresh, on the other hand, he gets a full BF sword,
Okay.
1.5 cloak of agilities, and a
Ow.
rapid fire cannon. Now,
What am I HP?
the reason I say rapid fire cannon is because, well, let's
go.
go over the other ones.
No, I'm gonna back.
40
No
AD
point. I'm just gonna back.
is just 1,300 gold.
I'm
It's a
gonna be
BF
safe.
sword. Pretty
Not
easy.
dumb.
30% crit chance. Cloak of agility is worth how much again? 20%. There's a 20% crit chance. So for it to be 30, you need 1.5. It's worth 800 gold. So that's 1,200. So that's 2,500 gold. Granted,
Clear on
just the BF
bottom.
sword is worth more in gold than what Set it's getting already. But now you have the crit cloak on top of that. And then you have on top of that, here's Set just getting himself killed on the other half of the fucking map for some reason. I told you it was going to happen. You didn't believe me. Or maybe you did. I don't know.
Let's just stop
I'm not an Esper.
getting killed for the.
Anyway, the reason I say a rapid fire cannon is because rapid fire cannon is the only item in game that actually increases the range of your auto attacks, and you have to have the full item for it. Here, if we had Set, it should be obvious. If we had Set, he could protect Ashe, but he ran off chasing a fucking Tristana for some reason. I'm not mad. I'm just like, eh. It's like, eh. But anyway, rapid fire cannon is the only item in game that actually increases your attack range. It is the only thing in the game that can increase your attack range outside of a champion's inherent abilities. So you might not get the attack speed or the crit from that, but and actually wait, since rapid fire cannon is actually, no, it's 25% crit chance, so you still have to have a little bit more gold, but okay, no, it's not as huge as I thought, because rapid fire cannon obviously has crit chance, so, but it's still going to be the full 2,600
Yeah.
worth.
I mean,
It's just you need to add another
so, like, I'm kind of worried.
5%, so that's like 200.
Yeah, chase him away.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. So yeah, it's like another 200
Nice.
gold. From the Cloak of Agility, that's 2,800 plus the BF sword of 4,100 gold.
Voidling touches.
So all of this, Sentinels of Light gives Senna 1,252.5 gold's worth of stats, while it gives Thresh 4,100 gold's worth of stats.
It's gonna build up pretty big time.
Like, I don't know about you, but I'd take that
Group.
over what Senna gets any day.
Let's group.
And Senna gains AP, not AD, AP. And 30 armor late game is just, it's kind of just nothing. And like her AP ratios aren't so high, and she doesn't even build AP really. So yeah, that entire long rant was brought to you by my dumbass. Why? Just why? Anyway, let's get back to this game and how stupid this fucking is. We are a 1-3-1 right now. We should be a 1-4-1.
Please group.
Can you tell why?
This is exactly why we should be grouped.
Baron might give, I think he gives some defensive stats. Yeah, it gives some defensive stats.
Why the fuck aren't we grouped?
But you can't have two you can't have all of your DPS being your push when they have all these ways to jump onto you. When they have the Nocturne, they have the Kench. You don't want to just leave your 3 carries alone, especially when the enemy team sees that you have someone that the 2 people splitting off on their own don't have TP. It's just absolutely stupid.
Doesn't really matter because we had Baron. Even if we have Baron,
So we lose.
like
We get 2 deaths.
just
I have to blow flash,
just please
and we
don't
lose
do
2
anything
towers.
stupid.
All for 1 tower and 1 kill.
We need to.
If everyone on the enemy team was, let's say both teams are playing perfectly from this point on, making the absolute right calls,
Oh my.
this would not be a little bit of a good, I would say.
Oh, fucking hell me.
Actually, no. I don't know
I
what
don't
the
think
fuck
Sen's
I'm
ever gonna
saying.
get this-
Why?
I don't think
If you
anyone's
made
ever
it
gonna
this
get
far
this.
into the video, fucking thank you. But what the fuck is wrong with you and me
Okay,
that you
Cloud,
are somehow entertained by this? I mean, I'm entertained by this, so you know what? I guess you're just like me.
Oh my god. Oh, I almost had a heart attack. If that actually would have happened. Oh, I would be so sick.
I'd be vomiting all over my keyboard. Exorcist style. Here I managed to get a TP off before I lost sight of the minions. Great. I lose
fucking HP.
all my HP, but I push off the Kench, and we just dogpile their ass into oblivion. And that's going to lead to the end of the game. So the game was
My HP.
interesting. I got camped,
I mean, I know we're about to win,
and
but
we still came
Jesus
back
fuck.
because bot lane did pretty well. Please
well is my
group
goal
with your fucking team and don't take stupid fights.
Oh,
Until
fuck
then,
me, dude.
I'll see you in the next video.
That was weird. That was just a weird
Thank you for
fucking
watching.
day.
Have a good day. And goodbye.